So I wanted to talk about another sort of conversion project I'm working on right now. If you guys don't recognize this model, and I don't suspect many of you will, this is an emissarius from a game called ex-illis. It was marginally popular in the last couple of years. You may have seen it at Gen Con or other conventions. It was the one that had all of the automated rules keeper stuff on a computer that would run during the game and record your score, do all your dice rolling for you. It basically do all the back end math and rules keeping, so that you didn't have to worry about all of the rules lawyering that inevitably happens during a game. But this is the big demon. I think it was the last thing that was actually released before the company went under, which is Bastion Studios, if you are interested. But this model was really nice, and I really think it's got a lot of great detail on it. It's also gigantic. I'm sure that you could use one of these as a demon prince of some kind. But what I was thinking is for my Khador battle engine, I'm not a fan of at least half of the current Khador battle engine model. I think it's a good piece game-wise, but it's not particularly attractive with those two horses on the front. I think mostly it's just because they're the same. There are two identical horses in identical poses, and I just, I understand why they did it, but I just don't think it's attractive to me, at least. So this is one that is completely painted up for ex-illis. Here is another one that I was working on some modifications for when the game went under, and I sort of lost my my drive to finish it. But I have sort of a renewed use for him. I was thinking if I could come up with a good backstory and sculpt it in such a way that it looks plausible as something that would fulfill the same basic statistics that the Khador gun carriage would, then I could potentially proxy him in. And his base size is roughly the right size, but I'll put him on 120 millimeter privateer press base. But my thoughts are on each arm where he's gripping the handle of the scythe here, and I guess I had already sort of retrofitted the end of the scythe onto this hand here. But cutting it off here and then having a cannon that actually straps onto his forearm and another one that straps onto his other forearm, I could essentially fulfill the statistic of having two bombard cannons. He has trample attacks, hoof trample attacks from the horses, so he could have the same impact attacks with his feet. I feel like he's large enough that he could potentially, do his impact attacks and fire in the same round like the Khador gun carriage can. And he could potentially have some guy riding on his back with a rifle to give us the one infantry rifle that the Khador battle engine has. So the plan is to mount some cannons onto his arms, and I also realize now that he's missing one of his tusks. But you also notice that the other emissarius had sort of this face up here, but I wasn't too keen on having that on the second one, so I gave it some armored plates. The stomach is armored over. I figure, especially if I'm going to be doing this for Khador, he needs to have plenty of armor on him. But I also don't want it to be too over the top, because he is, after all, a giant fleshy demon thing. I would like the backstory to be essentially that it's some abomination from the frozen north that crawled out into Khadoran territory, and they exploited this giant beast for their own purposes. So though I think it's more of a horde sort of thing, I think this would be a good fit in Khador army as the gun carriage, if you will. So I guess let me know what you guys think, and if you got any suggestions, put them in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, leave your comments, and we'll see you in the next video.